Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Mahadir Tasnim and my ID is 1062. These are my teammates Tasfiya Haq Munia, Tasfiya Jarin Toshi and MD Nasib Tahmid. Today I am going to analyze the second coming by W.B. Yeats through the lens of modernism in the context of World War I. The poem was written in 1999, just after World War I. At the time, millions of people had died. Many countries were destroyed and people started to lose hope in peace, religion and human progress. This poem is a good example of modernism because it shows a world full of chaos, fear and uncertainty. The famous line, "Things fall apart, the center cannot hold," tells us that society is breaking down. The old values and systems are no longer able to keep order. Yeats also uses powerful and unusual images such as rough beast moving towards Bethlehem. Instead of peaceful return of Christ, he imagines something frightening coming into the world. This symbol shows that a new age may bring violence instead of hope. Another modernist feature is poems' dark and pessimistic tone. Unlike traditional poems that often give comfort or clear answer, the second coming leaves a readers with questions and uncertainty. This reflects the feelings of people after World War I. In conclusion, the second coming is an important modernist poem because it expresses the fear, confusion and loss of faith that followed World War I. Through its strong symbols and dark vision, it shows that old world has ended and an uncertain future is beginning. Thank you for listening.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Tasfiya Haq and today I am going to analyze W.B. Yeats' poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree through the lens of modernism. Modernism is a literary movement that explores feeling of loneliness, stress, and the search for meaning in a changing world. Although this poem was written before modernism became popular, it contains ideas that connect with modern thinking. In the poem, the speaker dreams of leaving the busy city and going to Innisfree, a quiet island where he can live close to nature. This shows his dissatisfaction with modern urban life and his desire for peace and simplicity. Another modernist idea is the speaker's feeling of isolation. Even while standing on the city streets, he remembers the peaceful sounds of nature. This shows the conflict between the noisy outside world and his inner desire for calm. The poem also focuses on the speaker's personal thoughts and emotions. Instead of describing society, Yeats explores the human mind and the need for inner peace. This attention to individual experience is an important feature of modernism. In conclusion, although the Lake Isle of Innisfree is best known as a romantic poem, it can also be understood through a modernist lens because it reflects alienation, the pressure of modern life, and the search for personal peace and identity. Thank you for listening.
Good day everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I am Tasfiya Jarin Toshi. Today I am going to analyze T.S. Eliot's poem The Hollow Man through the lens of modernism. Modernism is a literary movement that shows the confusion, loneliness, and loss and hope people experience after World War I. Instead of giving clear answers, modernist writers often express uncertainty and broken emotions. In The Hollow Man, Eliot presents people as hollow, means they are empty inside. They have lost faith, confidence, and purpose in life. They are alive, but they cannot truly live with meaning or make important decisions. After modernist feature is the poem fragmented style. The poem does not tell one clear story. Instead, it uses short images, repeated lines, and symbols to express confusion and broken condition of modern society. The poem also explores themes of spiritual emptiness and fear. The hollow men are trapped between life and death, unable to move forward. This reflects the modernist idea that people often feel disconnected from God, society, and even themselves. The famous ending, this is the way the world ends, not with bang with a whimper, suggests that the world may end quietly and emptiness, not because of a great disasters. In conclusion, The Hollow Man is a powerful example of modernism because it reflects the uncertainty, isolation, and spiritual crisis of modern world.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, MD Nasipta Ahmed. Today I am talking about the poem Leda and the Swan by W.B. Yeats. It shows the ideas of modernism during World War I. The poem, written in 1924, based on a Greek myth where the god Zeus in form of a swan forcefully attacked Leda. At first, it looks like just a myth story, but Yeats used it to show ideas about power, violence, and history. From a modernist point of view, the poem shows the sadness and loss of after World War I. After the World War, many writers stopped believing the progress and order. The war show how violent and confusing the world war can be. In the Leda and Swan, this shows through the sudden violence and the strong power of the swan, which can represent destructive force like fire. Leda stands for human beings weak and helpless, while the swan stands for a strong force that cannot be stopped like arms and political powers in World War I. Yeats suggests that humans do not fully control history, instead of shaped by violent and sudden forces. The poem also shows how to modernist writers use old myths to understand a broken world. The attack leads to the birth of Helen of Troy, which later caused the Trojan War. This shows how violent event can lead to many more, just like World War I, and lead to more conflict in the world. Though strong image, symbols, and unclear meaning, yet show the modernist ideas that truth not fixed and history keeps repeating itself instead of moving forward. In conclusion, Leda and the Swan is not only myth story, but also a strong reflection of modernist ideas shaped by pain and shock of World War I. Thank you.